Good morning students, my name is S. Sudeshna, Department of Physics. In previous session, we discussed about introduction of lasers, properties, and then spontaneous emission, absorption of radiation, stimulated emission. And then after already we discussed about ruby laser, and today we discuss about helium neon laser. Helium neon laser. In ruby crystal, we do not have continuous laser beam. In that, avoid of the ruby crystal, we can introduce the gas lasers. The gas lasers are, we can introduce the gas lasers. The gas lasers are helium neon laser. Is the gas laser. Helium neon is the gas laser. The gas laser was used to give a continuous pulsar beam. It gives continuous pulsar beam. The helium neon laser gives a continuous pulsar beam. So that's why we are using helium neon laser. The helium neon laser is used in various applications of science and technology and other industries and communication purpose also. And then after the helium neon laser was developed in 1961 by A. Javan and Bennett. These two scientists co-worked with the helium neon laser is developed. And then after the construction of helium neon laser, construction. How do we construct the gas laser or helium neon laser? Already we discussed about how the laser will be constructed. This is the active medium, energy source, fully reflecting plate, partially reflecting plate. This is the structure of the laser. In this basis of structure, we can construct the helium neon laser. To construct the helium neon laser, we will take fused quartz tube. We have two electrodes. Fused quartz tube. We have two electrodes. These two electrodes are connected with RF generator. This is called as frequency of the generator. This is the fused quartz tube. And then this is the these two ends are fully reflecting plate. This is a perfect reflector. And this is the partial reflector. In the quartz tube, we fill it with helium neon mixture. This is the construction of helium neon laser. In helium neon laser, we are using the fused quartz tube with a diameter of 1.5 centimeters diameter and 80 centimeters long. This is the fused quartz tube centimeter. Fused quartz tube lengths and diameters. In fused quartz tube, we can take two molecules. That is helium and another one is the neon. In this mixture, neon atom takes under the pressure of 0.1 mm of mercury. In the helium neon mixture, we can take neon atoms under the pressure of 0.1 mm of mercury, and helium molecules are taken under the pressure of 1 mm of mercury. These two are combined each other, forming helium neon mixture. And then these two are the reflecting plates One is the perfect reflector and the other one is the partial reflector. And then this is the RF generator. These RF generator are used to excite the atoms, to excite the atom medium from one state to another state by using the frequency of the generator to achieve the laser beam. To achieve the laser beam from helium neon laser. In helium neon laser, we achieve the laser beam of instant light is visible light. Is visible light, or in the region of infrared also infrared light will be emitted. This is called as construction of helium neon laser. And then after we discuss about working. Working. How they work, how they emit the laser beam. Let us consider the energy level states. This is the E1 state. Let us consider the energy levels. This is the energy level diagram of helium atom. This is the energy level diagram of neon atom. First, the helium atom are in ground state. This is the ground state of helium atom, and then accelerated the first we discuss about helium atom. When a fuse quartz to give the frequency of the generator on a certain frequency, the particles in the ground state are accelerated through the collision. The particles are accelerated through the collision. The particles are accelerated through the collision, and then after the atoms are in ground state to excited, ground state to metastable state, or will be jumped. And then after, and also remaining atoms are also jumped to the metastable states. These are called radiationless transition. That is, no transition allows. No transition or will be occurred. No allowed transition. In the helium atom, the fused quartz will be raised to the frequency generator. The atoms are will be jumped to the metastable state. And then there is occurring in the pumping. There is no allowed transition will be occurred. That means these two states are called as E2 and E3 states or metastable states. Metastable state means the atoms are having longer lifetime. In this state, so many atoms are there or occur in longer lifetime. And then after, the metastable states of the helium atoms are collide with the neon atoms. This is the neon atom of the energy level diagram. Let us take E1 dash, E2 dash, E3 dash, E4 dash, E5 dash. These are the energy levels of the energy level of the neon atom. In this neon atom, already the colliding particles of the metastable state, the colliding particles of the helium atoms of the metastable state are occurred in the neon atom, in which when the neon atom are colliding with inelastically, neon atom are colliding with inelastically with metastable states of the helium atom, and they, after the fare of the light of the neon atoms or will be jumped to the higher metastable states. These two are the metastable states, and then after pumping, the atoms will be jumped to the metastable state to and the states that are called as E3 dash. This is also called as metastable state. This E3 dash is the metastable state for neon atom. These two metastable states are the helium atom metastable states. These helium atom metastable states are colliding with neon atom inelastically and produce the Due to the collisions, inelastically, they form a metastable state in the neon atom of E3 dash. These E5 dash, E4 dash, E5 dash, E4 dash, E3 dash occurs population inversion. In population, ఎప్పుడైతే population inversion జరుగుతుందో అక్కడ మనకి ఏమవుతుంది, లేజర్ బీమ్ అనేది అచీవ్ అవుతుంది. So that's why in these three states E5 dash, E4 dash, E3 dash, the population inversion will be occurs, and then after collisions the remaining particles will be emitted by due to spontaneous emission or stimulated emission. They produce laser beam. They produce laser beam with a wavelength of 6328 angstroms. With the wavelength of 6328 angstroms. ఎప్పుడైతే ఫస్ట్ గ్రౌండ్ స్టేట్ లో హీలియం ఆటం అనేది కొలిషన్ జరగడం వల్ల గ్రౌండ్ స్టేట్ నుంచి అది మెటాస్టేబుల్ స్టేట్ కి రీచ్ అవుతుంది. మెటాస్టేబుల్ స్టేట్ కి రీచ్ అవడాన్ని ఏమంటాము అంటే ఆ ప్రాసెస్ ని పంపింగ్ అంటాం. దిస్ పంపింగ్ ప్రాసెస్ ఆఫ్ there are no allow transition, they are not give any transition, and then after the metastable states of helium atoms are colliding with inelastically with neon atom, they produce the metastable states E5 dash, E4 dash and E3 dash. These E5 dash, E4 dash and E3 dash are called as population inversion states. In these three states the number of atoms will be increasing more than ground state of neon atom. That's why in this state, in these three states population inversion will be achieved, and then after collision the remaining some atoms will be back to the ground state of the helium atom. Some atoms will be back to the ground state of the helium atom, and then again process will be again and again the process will be reached. So and then after the spontaneous emission will be occur from E2 dash to E1 dash, the laser beam will be emitted. The laser beam is called as helium neon laser beam, that is visible light within the wavelength of 6328 angstroms. This is called as the working of the helium neon laser. And then after characteristics. What are the characteristics of helium neon laser? That means what is the type we are used, what is the gaseous molecules we are used, what is the power of the helium neon laser, and what is the frequency of the helium neon laser. This is called as the characteristics. First type, this is called as 4-level laser, 4-level energy laser, 4-level energy laser. What is 4-level energy? In 2B laser this is the 3 in level, this is the 4 in level, 3 in neon and 1 in helium. This is called as 4-level laser. That means 3 states are occurred in the neon laser and 1 state are occurred in helium neon laser. And then what is the active medium? Active medium is called as helium neon mixture. What is the frequency of the helium neon laser? The frequency of the helium neon laser is 4.32 into 10 power 14 hertz. What is the wavelength? The wavelength given by the visible light from helium neon laser is 6328 angstroms. Which type of process are using? That means pumping. Which type of pumping are used to excited the higher energy levels from one state to another state? Electric discharge method. That is the RF frequency generator. This is the electric discharge method. That is, and this is also called as RF generator. These are called as the characteristics Drawbacks or applications. Drawbacks or pros. It is a continuous laser beam. It is a continuous laser beam. It is a very less expensive. In this, vapors of molecules or will be easily disappear. These are the drawbacks and advantages of the helium neon laser. What are the applications of helium neon laser? There are so many applications of helium neon laser. The applications of helium neon laser. First, we are using communication system. In communication system, we are using to transfer the storage of the data from one network to the other network by using the laser beam, and then this is also used in practical purposes in our education system. We are using helium neon laser as a practical use, and then we are using medical treatments, and these are used in military. In military purposes, we are used as to designing weapons of the weapons. These are called as the applications of the helium neon laser. These are called the applications of helium neon laser. Thank you. Please watch this video.